welcome to another video. This one's going to be on my 2004 Tundra and fixing the 12,000 pound Badlands winch that I got from Harbor Freight probably maybe 5 years ago, 10 years, who knows. Anyway, it's been super reliable and an awesome piece, but just this past summer I sunk this truck in the river, and ever since then all I did was drain the water out and kind of dry it and then put it back together. And then I was up at Camerata's place helping him out, doing some work with a shipping container and such, and this thing was winching up. It was working, but it was struggling and not working that well, and then it stopped working altogether. Now it just clicks. And this repair is super long overdue. I've really been slacking on it because when I recently did the trash liner part 1 and I had to drag that boat out, this thing was broken and handicapped me. And then also just getting this 1963 Impala dragged out, I really needed the winch then too, so that was tough, and now we got to fix it. Nice thing about this setup is it's actually on a 2-inch receiver up front, so you just reach behind here, pull this pin out, unhook it from the battery, and then you can slip and slide right off. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's heavy. And that's what she looks like when it's off. So pretty clean way to do it. Yeah, I didn't have to take this off the truck to do it, but I just kind of wanted to get it up on the bench. Oh, looks like some more moisture got in there since draining it. It's just a bunch of corrosion. Bearing's good. All the brush springs are in nice shape. Oh, see, there you go. That's probably the problem. You see how that brush is seized inside of here? That should go up and down. See, if the brush gets seized in there, then it can't push up against the commutator and you get no continuity. I'll hose these down with some rust penny, see if these loosen up. Not all too exciting stuff, but hopefully this gives you a good idea of what's inside of one of these Badlands winches. This is great so far. I was worried I was going to open this back up and see a bunch of corrosion and such. And this all could have been avoided if I addressed it immediately, but you know, after the truck sank in the river, I was a little disheartened, honestly. I was a little disappointed in myself and the whole thing, and I just never got around to it. I got those all broken free and moving nice and good. I'm not sure what the proper lube would be for these. I'll have to Google that. Let's check out the planetary gears now. This all stayed in pretty good shape since I lubed everything. Guess I'll take them out, double check, and then grease these up with something new. This was originally all full of milky water. How the winch works in a brief nutshell is the motor on the other side spins this hex shaft, passes through the planetary gears, and all the power is right through this little shaft because it spins these end planetary gears and then these gears and then ultimately these ones all together in an assembly. Of course, these are rolling around the drum in here to reduce for the reduction. And then where the main drum attaches is this, we'll call the bull gear, to that gear right there, and that is the winch drum, and that's what spins the rope. So pretty neat. It's crazy to think that all that 12,000 pounds of force is going through this tiny little rod, but with the proper reduction, it's plenty strong enough. Quite an ingenious design, really. I wonder who originally came up with these. And of course, you could just keep going with it too. I hosed these down with acetone, blew them all off, cleaned some of the rust, and now I'm gonna slob them up with some Molly grease, this high pressure grease, and you know, smear it all inside of here too. Just fill her all up and put it together. With all the gears in, the final one is this little guy that's keyed for the hex. However, if we leave that out for now, check it out. If you watch this drum, watch how quickly I spin this. And you see how much that drum is moving? Not very much. So that gives you an idea of the ratio. But I'll drop that final piece on and put the cover on. I've cleaned all the grease and oil off the commutators and put some grease on this end. Slide that into place. And now that these are all free, I need to clean them out with some electrical contact cleaner or brake clean, because you really don't want any oil or grease on these brushes. It's going to cause them not to work properly. It could insulate them from the commutator plates, or really I shouldn't hose these down with penetrating oil, probably, because I'm sure it could seep into the sintered bronze graphite or something. But anyway, we'll see if it works. Clean them off, put it together. And that cleaned up pretty good. So as these wear out, the graphite dust that comes off of them is really the only lubricant that's needed. So hopefully these don't get seized up again. The O-ring that sat back here is kind of expanded and swelled, probably from the oil getting on it, but that's okay. I'll just run a little bead of silicone around there. The hose are all up with some fluid film here. It's good stuff. The inside too. And ready to go back on the truck. I feel like the motor sounds a little bit louder than it used to. But maybe one of the bearings got a little bit of pitting in there or something. So this will be the first time I could try this winch out after making some repairs to it. And I'm kind of excited for that. And that should serve as good proof that this winch is fixed. Works well. A little bit more noisy inside here where the bearing is. Man, what the heck did I grab earlier? But it's fixed. It's good. So I forget what this video even had in it, but I figured this was a good opportunity to finalize it. So if you want to see the video on getting this old thing running, or it's been sitting for 30 years, I'll drop a link to that down below or up here once it's posted. That'll probably be some time. And big thank you for checking this video out. If you watched this far, hugely appreciate it. Like usual, all that support, it means the world. So thank you guys for checking it out, and I hope to see you in another video. Any ideas, drop them down below, and thanks a lot.